how you can actually own an emGuarde or maybe even 2 emGuardes and make it free for yourself. Who here would like to have free emGuardes? Type free in the chat box. Who here would like to have free emGuardes? Free. You go to Apple, no free iPhone. You go to Samsung, no free Galaxy. Everything must pay one. Okay. So you see, when I say free things, everybody start to type already. Everybody start to get very participative. Okay. Now, of course, we are not here to give any free things out. But why I start with that is because you have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to own an emGuarde today. And just by referring your friends and family to come onto this Zoom that we do it every Wednesday night, or the live sessions we do in our office in Mid Valley. By the way, our office is in Mid Valley. And when those people start to buy the emGuarde through your referral, the company actually pays you a referral commission. So all you need to do is to refer about 12 to 15. I need to do some calculation. Let's say 15. 15 emGuardes to some of your friends and family. Your emGuarde is already free. Is that good, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, and average one house, normally they will buy 2 emGuarde. So 15 emGuardes is probably about 7 to 8 families. And your own emGuarde is already free. And the best thing is, there's no time frame and there's no additional cost you have to incur to be part of the business. So I'm going to go into my second part on how you can not just own your emGuarde for free and also do this business nationwide, or some of you even globally. So there's a huge market to it. So let me introduce to you emGuarde. Now, emGuarde, they are a 49-year-old Japanese company that is a certified medical device manufacturer. The company has been making medical device water ionization machines for the last 40 years. And they have 25 countries with 42 locations. The latest office they have opened up was the Nigerian market. Yeah, I was the one that went to Nigeria, spent about 8 months to open up the Nigerian market as well. So the company has actually opened up so many offices around the world. It's a global billion-dollar company. And we're so lucky, Malaysians, and next will be Singapore, all right, to be able to have this emGuarde being the first market to have it. All right, so emGuarde is a very, very credible company. And they have decided to take on the global distribution of emGuarde. Now, the beautiful thing about this business is you have 40 over offices in 20 over countries around the world that you can actually do this business, which means you can actually recruit resellers or other distributors in these countries. Okay, and how does the business actually work? Now, as long as you own one of emGuarde's products, all right, in our Zoom today, we talk about emGuarde, you're already in the business for life. There is no monthly qualification. There is no stocks you have to keep. There is no renewals. Every sale you do is accumulated. You can sell to anybody around the world because it is borderless sponsoring. The compensation plan is patented, and emGuarde just launched 3 weeks ago. It's an untapped market. Yeah. So if you talk about, you want to market a product, you want to market a device, you want to market something that the market has not seen before. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if I'm making sense to you. You don't want to be marketing something that this company is also doing it, that company is also doing it. Now we are the only ones doing this. Untapped market. So that's the big money here. That's why I've basically volunteered myself to be running these Zooms every weekend. Every week on Wednesday. So how does it actually work? Now, you can bring in all your customers and the company calls it a direct sale. Now, a direct sale means when you sell to somebody, let's say A sell to B, company pays you a commission. Very straightforward, yeah? But the beautiful part about the emGuarde system is when your customer buys the emGuarde, they get deep sleep. They enjoy this device in their home. They buy a few more even, and they refer their friends to buy emGuarde from them. You get something called indirect sales. Okay, so you have direct sales, which you earn commissions, and you have indirect sales, which you also earn commissions. And the total of these two, the company calls it group sales. And by the way, this compensation model that I'll be sharing with you has already been running since the 90s. So it's coming to close to 30 years this model has been running. So it's not something new for those of you who are joining us for the first time. And emGuarde is a member of the Direct Selling Association of Malaysia and also many other countries. So emGuarde is a legitimate direct selling company. Yeah. So how does the compensation plan work? Now, emGuarde employs a patented compensation model called the 8A or 8-point commission. Now, this is very easy to understand. The emGuarde, okay, now what happens is the emGuarde okay, the company allocates a budget of every unit to be actually shared among the distributors. So what is their marketing budget? Let me ask you this question. What do you think is the marketing budget of electronic products in the market? How many percent? Let's say you buy a aircon, you buy a washing machine, you buy a fan. What do you think is the marketing budget for those devices? How many percent? What do you think? Yeah, because I've spoken to many people, I have the average answer. Yeah. What do you think is the marketing budget for the average electronic devices? Mobile phone, aircon, and all that. How many percent? Is it 30%? Is it 40%? Is it 50%? Is it 60%? Is it 80%? Is it 90%? How many percent? Samantha says 20, 30%. Any other answers? So please participate with me on this. What do you think is the marketing budget, the cost of marketing, distribution, supply chain that goes into all these products in the market? So Adam says 40%. Okay. Lawrence said 25%. Afiq said 30 to 40%. Yeah. So today I have actually had the privilege of speaking to the I've known about this. Somebody came to our office today. She was the ex-chairman for a Japanese brand. Can't mention the brand. Very, very big Japanese brand. She tells us that the marketing expenditure for her electronic devices, which is mostly like fan, washing machine, and all that, is way above 50%, which means the cost of the product is so much, the profit is, and the majority of it is going to the distribution chain. Why? They need to spend on marketing so that the product can go onto the market. They need to have big billboards. Now, what does emGuarde do? emGuarde cuts out all the middlemen. They take their marketing budget of 2,400 ringgit per sale. You can calculate what is the percentage on that, and they give it back to you and I. Is that a better system? Is this even better than those systems out there where those big boys make it? We don't get to make it. We are just consumers. We are the ones paying for the marketing, right? But in emGuarde, we are the ones benefiting from the marketing. So who here feels that this system is even better for people like myself and yourself? Type 1. Yeah. So the 2,400 ringgit allocation is divided into 8 parts, or we call it 8 A's. Okay. Now, 2004, you divide by 8, you get 1 A is 300 ringgit, Malaysia. So how does it actually work? Now, today you sign up, you enroll yourself to become a distributor. How do you do that? You go and get yourself minimum 1 emGuarde, and you are already a member of this business for life. You're classified as a distributor with the company for life. Yeah. And your first and second sale that you make, the company already pays you a 1A commission of 300 and 300. So those of you who are buying this emGuarde on installment, guess what? Your first month, all you have to pay is 275 ringgit. But on your first sale, you're already making 300 ringgit. Your second sale, you make another 300 ringgit, which means if you only sell 1 unit a month, you're already covering your installment, which is a no-brainer. Okay? Now, once you go to 2A, now it's even better because now you make double the money. 600 ringgit. You sell 1 emGuarde, 2 months of your installment gets settled. So most of our distributors and our team members, right, they don't pay for their products. They buy the product, and generally good products that they benefit, they share. It is the commissions, it is the company that subsequently pays for the product via the commission. How beautiful is that? So all of us, we stand a chance to earn free emGuardes. Yeah, we buy it first and then we earn it back. And it's so simple. Okay, so the next rank is 3A, where you start to earn 900 ringgit per emGuarde. So how do you get to 3A? You must first achieve 10 group sales. Now, 10 group sales mean it is from your direct and also the indirect. Yeah. So let's say an average home buys 2 emGuardes from you. So you're looking at about 5 homes or 5 customers or 5 friends that buys the emGuarde. You already have about 10 group sales, right? If average, they buy 2 each. So after that, you rank up to 3A, which means every unit you sell, you make 900 ringgit Malaysia, which is pretty good. Yeah. And then once you hit 20 cumulative group sales, the word is cumulative. So you have 10 already. When you go to 20 is another 10. And then every emGuarde you sell after that as a 4A, company pays you 1,200 ringgit margin. So imagine if you sell 10 emGuarde consistently every month as a 4A. What is your income, ladies and gentlemen? Can somebody type out the commission in the chat box? Just as a 4A, you're not even at the highest rank now. You sell average of 10 emGuarde a month. What is your commission? How much money would you make? If every emGuarde you sell, you make 1,002. Sell 10, you make, how much is that? Let me open the chat. Exactly. Thank you, Samantha, Lawrence. 12,000 ringgit. Is that good income or not? And bear in mind, your customers can pay on installment. You get your commission within 2 weeks because the installment is all on credit card, right? The company has already received the money. They're already able to issue the commissions. So take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is serious business. And how much did it cost you to start the business? 1 emGuarde. So many businesses out there where people pour in, I don't know, 100,000 ringgit, 200,000 ringgit, 500,000 ringgit, and they don't even get a return on their investment at the end of the day. But with emGuarde, it is so beautiful. And after 50, now you rank up to even 5A. So even more commission, 1,500 every unit. And once you hit above 200 emGuarde cumulative group sales, now you're ready for the highest rank in the company, which is 6A, which means every emGuarde you sell then onwards, you're going to be making 1,800 ringgit Malaysia. Which means if you were to sell 10 emGuarde consistently every month, 18,000 ringgit. Now, bear in mind, this 18,000 ringgit from 10 sales, no staff, no stocks, no stress, no rent to pay, no nothing. No, you don't have to come up with the money to buy the stocks. You just sell the product and company pays you commission. How beautiful is that? And don't forget, you can sell to anybody around the world. So if you have friends in Philippines, if you have friends in Indonesia, you can also sell to them. Yeah, so it's a global business. So it's just so beautiful to be part of a business that emGuarde takes care of the headache part of the business. You focus on the sales and marketing. So this is what the emGuarde business is all about. Now, I'm going to share with you the second slide, which is the last slide before we conclude tonight's Zoom. And after we conclude tonight's Zoom, that's where you make a decision whether you want to be part of the family or not. You know, because I truly believe that when now if there's 70 of us on this Zoom, a lot of us, we are going somewhere. Do you want to tag along and follow us? That is what we're going to be asking for. Okay. So when you bring in your sales, your first 3 sales, remember it is 300, 300, and 600. Now, what happens when you bring in a customer? He also wants to become a distributor like yourself. Now, let's say the person is Tom. Now, Tom goes out and he starts selling the emGuarde to his friends, his network, his contacts, and he starts to sell emGuarde, every emGuarde. And every emGuarde he sells, the company actually pays him and also pays you 300 ringgit Malaysia again. Can you see that? This is actually your overriding bonus and it goes many levels down. How many levels down? I'll cover in the next few animations. But basically, you can have a person like Tom that is, let's say he sells 10 units of emGuarde a month. It generates you about 3,000 ringgit every month from one distributor. Now, what happens if Alex also sells 10 units a month, another 3,000 ringgit? What happens if Grace, Polly, Arthur, all these people start to sell 10 units of emGuarde a month? You just take that times 300 ringgit. You get extra 3,000 ringgit per distributor you have under you. This is the beautiful part of this business. You can not just build the business yourself, you can also bring your friends inside to build it with you. Now, let's say now you sign up somebody on your 2A. Now you make 600 ringgit. Now, guess what? Let's say this person also starts to do the business. But because she's under your 2A, every emGuarde she sells, the company actually pays you double the money as overriding commission. Who here you love overriding commission? Type OC in the chat box, overriding commission. Type OC. Because overriding commission means what? It is not an active income. Huh? It is something called a leverage income. You build a team of distributors locally, globally, you know, anywhere you want, different state also boleh. And when they start to develop the business and understand that this is an independent business, those people you bring in, they are also self-motivated to go out and sell the emGuarde because they are getting commission, you are getting commission. It's not like they work for you. You don't even need to pay them anything. But every unit they sell, you make 600 ringgit or 300 ringgit. So this is what we call overriding commission. And after you have achieved 10 group sale, what you want to do? You want to open up another line. Now, this line after 10 group sale is your 3A line. And every sale generated from the 3A line, you get paid 900, 900, 900, 900. So what happens in May? Let's say May is in Johor Bahru, sells 10 units of emGuarde in her first month. How much money do you make when May sells 10 units? How much do you make if May sells 10 units? RM, 9,000 ringgit. Am I right? Who here feels like this is amazing business to be in? Who here is going to give you 9,000 ringgit, ladies and gentlemen, overriding commission? Who here is going to give you? emGuarde is going to give you if you build the system and you share the beautiful thing about emGuarde and the benefits of emGuarde. Yeah. So all the sales below your 2A distributors, you keep on getting 600 ringgit all the way until a certain level. Remember, enagic does not over or underpay distributors. If enagic overpay distributors, what's going to happen to the company? They're not going to last 49 years. Come on. They're here for 49 years because they have a system that they follow to make sure that they are profitable, we are profitable, and the company is going to be here for a very, very long time. So the 8-point system works like this. Now, when Don buys a machine, we know there's 8 points to be paid out from Don's machine, Don's emGuarde. John is the first person to get the commission, which is a 1A commission, okay, or 1 point, because it is his first sale. Now, the second person to get paid a commission is the person that introduced John, right? Which is Bob. How much money does Bob make? Any response in the chat box? How many points do they make? 1 point or 2 points? Exactly. Thank you, Samantha. Bob makes points. Okay. Bob makes 2 points. Okay. Somebody's mic is unmuted. Once again. Okay. Thank you. I have just disallowed anybody to unmute themselves. Okay. Just to make sure there's no disturbance. Okay. So Bob makes 2 points because John is under his 2A. Now above Bob, it is Ani. Ani makes another 2 points. And the next person also makes 2 points. So if you look at this, right, from Don's machine, there is 8 points. 1 point goes to John, 2 points to Bob, Ani 2 points. The next person also 2 points. So guess how many points is left? Just calculate. 1 point is left for you on the top. So total, if you add up the blue circles, it is 8 points. So for Don's emGuarde all the way down there, you may not even know who Don is, by the way. You still get 300 ringgit. Is that good business, ladies and gentlemen? If it's good, type number 1 in the chat box. Because it's so many levels away from you, you still get paid commission. John sells the second unit, he still makes 300 ringgit. What happens when John sells the third unit? How many points does John make now? Response from the crowd. So when John sells the third unit, how much does he make? How many points? 2 points, right? So John will make 2 points. Bob make 2 points. Ani make 2 points. Kim make 2 points. Now, can you see when this happened, the total 8 points has been paid to the distributors below you. And therefore, this is what we call the non-8A sale, or we call it the cut-off point. So you only get paid until this level for the 8-point commission. But bear in mind, if you're in the company long enough, build your team strong enough, the company has many other leadership bonus to pay out as well. Yeah, but today we're not going to go into that. Question is this. Going back to this person, Kim. Kim sold to Ali, Abu, and Ani started going crazy and developing her team. Do you think Kim will stop at 3 people, or do you think Kim will continue bring more people? Which one? Stop or continue? She'll be a fool to stop, right? Because her team is growing and she has group sales more than 10. When she brings in the next person, she'll be 3A or 4A. Same thing with you. So what you want to do is to continue to grow your distribution network. And once you sign up people under your 4A, now every sale they sell, you make 1,200 ringgit. Imagine having a person like Tony, every month is giving you 10 sales, 12,000 ringgit. You have another person under your 4A in Selangor, every month 10 unit, giving you another 12,000. You have another person in Penang, also selling 10 unit, giving you another 12,000. Yeah? So this is how you actually scale your income. You bring as many distributors as possible, train them, give them the necessary tools, educate them, bring them onto our trainings, our Zooms. That's how they actually get started. Yeah? And let's say after 5 years, you bring me in Simon. Simon sells 10 unit of emGuarde in the month of June. How much money does the company pay you? How much ringgit Malaysia? Anybody? Type the answer in the chat box. Simon sell 10. How much company pay you? How much? What's the answer? Anybody? No answer so far? Calculating? No need to calculate, right? 1,500 ringgit times 10. Yeah? 15,000 ringgit. Yeah, that's right. And once you achieve 6A, every single distributor you bring in is going to be under your 6A sponsorship, which means every unit they sell, you make 1,800 ringgit. Of course, when it goes down and down and down, the amount goes from 1,008 to 1,005, 1,002, 900, 600, 300, and ultimately also 0 when it hits a certain level. Yeah? Please understand that this is not one of those money game Ponzi schemes out there. This is a legitimate direct selling business where people are in here, genuinely learning about the technicalities of the product, going out there, building a team of resellers, training them, motivating them, and spread their team all across the nation and also across the countries. Okay? So So this is the emGuarde business, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress more on how beautiful this opportunity is. Malaysia is the first market to be able to get our hands on this emGuarde, where the rest of the 40 branches in the world are still waiting for it. And if you don't have your emGuarde yet, get your emGuarde. If your worry is about the cost, don't worry about it. As long as you can bring in about 10 to 15 sales in the next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, you don't even have to worry about the cost. Just go and do some calculation up until which emGuarde you'll get your money back already. Yeah. And if you're seriously dedicating yourself to build this business with the person that invited you into this Zoom room here today, let me tell you this, there are a lot of money to be made from this business.